1. We're going to move on to what is called active transport. Now, going to cover two different types. One thing you want to focus on right away is active transport requires energy. That's one thing. Number 2, it does involve some kind of a channel or carrier molecule of some kind. And 3, very important, it's moving a substance against a concentration gradient. That is, it's going from an area of low concentration to high concentration. In this case, the gradient does not provide the energy. The energy is supplied by ATP. So the first one here, very straightforward, primary active transport. Pump binds a solute and transports against the concentration gradient using energy from hydrolysis of ATP. Lysis means to dissolve, hydros water. It's splitting an ATP molecule, resulting in energy being liberated, being captured by the carrier protein or channel, and then moving it against a gradient. So here is this is a sodium-potassium pump. So here's some sodium ions. They move into here. Here's some ATP. See, now it's split into ADP and a phosphate, inorganic phosphate. And they're pushed out. And then now this is actually showing potassium also moving in. But the process requires the breakdown of adenosine triphosphate, ATP. So 2 potassiums bind to sodium. It's 3 sodiums for every 2 potassium. This one here, secondary active transport, involves the active transport of an ion, such as sodium, out of a cell to establish a gradient. Here is glucose moving in. Here is sodium being pumped out. Same thing. It does require energy. It says here that sodium ions are higher in concentration outside the cell. That is true. This is something that happens constantly. It's called a secondary transport because it's sodium and potassium are constantly sodium's being pumped this way, whereas potassium is being pumped this way. That's just showing when it gets transported inside. But bear with me. Let me switch over. This is the companion. It's just an e-book that goes with this particular short course. I like this example. See, here's passive. Here's 3. Here's a single. This would be passive transport. This is the movement of molecules, whereas active transport's going against a concentration gradient.